It is November 5th. Feels really good to be in the stand. I've been thinking about it all week since last week when we got out Sunday. The road's really kicking in here in Indiana. And it's go time. Bucks are on their feet. We're getting tons of photos of big bucks on the camera. And just really excited to be out here. I killed my last doe tag on Halloween about a week ago. And now I just got one more tag, and the most important tag left, and it's my buck tag. And I'm saving it for one of these big giant bucks here. So last Saturday we had one of our buddies sat in the stand and saw a really big buck that was all busted up and chasing a doe right here at this spot. And this is actually where I passed Crab Claw last year, right behind me here, where he walked 25 yards behind me. So it's a good spot. This is a great little funnel for the bucks to cruise. And just really ready. I got my buck decoy right out here. So hoping we see one, and maybe we can bring one down and come charge the decoy here and get it on film. But it's pretty warm. It's almost like 70 degrees, which stinks, but it's November. Anything can happen. They're on their feet no matter what weather is. They're going to start searching for does and looking for those first ones to come in to eat. So we'll see what happens. It's good to be back. Got out of work early, and I'm off tomorrow, and I'm going to be back right here at this spot tomorrow morning. So stay tuned. It should be a couple days here, and hopefully we'll get one down. I do a little intro, but I just had a nice buck come right down the draw here, grunting. He looked over at my decoy. It was just getting light. I was trying to get the camera, but it was a little too dark, and he walked right down here. He looked like 3 times over at me, but never came in. And I don't know if he was a big buck or not, but I know he was wide and tall. So really good start to the morning. Came down grunting, and we're gonna get settled in here. I just hit the horns. He might come back up, I don't know. He looked over and saw the decoy, but just didn't come in. So we'll see. Hopefully that's a good sign, and hopefully there'll be a lot of deer today. So stay tuned, and we'll see what happens. let's see. So I was at New Amsterdam at the cliff stand this morning. Had a decent morning. Had so 5 bucks total, and 2 nice ones. One was a really nice one that probably was a shooter, but didn't come into range. But I decided to come back out to Mark's this afternoon since we haven't been here in a week, and just see what's going on here. Good news is I saw a lot of fresh scrapes on the way in, and I actually just spooked some deer behind me as I was climbing up the stand. So it's a good sign. I mean, it's really, really warm. I'm in a t-shirt here. It's like 70 degrees, but it's November 6th, and anything can happen. I drug some estrus in just to see, and we'll see what happens the rest of the evening. Hopefully we'll see get some action and maybe see a big buck and get a shot. Stay tuned. We're back in the stand. Back in the back of Uncle Mark's here. I was here last night. Only saw 2 does. But it seems like the action's been more in the morning at all of our spots because I think of the basically full moon and warm weather. So we'll see. I just hit the horns, and it's a really nice morning, nice and cool. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully some big boys come strolling by today. Stay tuned. Update, mainly because it's just so hard to get film in this area, but the morning started off really slow. I had one doe walk right in front of me, which I got on film, and then like 9 o'clock hit, and I had the biggest 8-point I've ever seen on the hoof right to my left ear, and looked like he was gonna walk right in front of me, but he got me getting the camera gear ready and swung out wide and went down. Wasn't a giant body, but it was definitely a shooter. I mean, he had to be close to 130 inches, 8-point. And then, right from then on, I've been seeing buck after buck after buck. It's been like every 10 minutes or so, I see one walking through. I had another really nice 8 that I got on film. Right there, I had other one on my right, and then I had another one coming here. I mean, and I had one before that one came. He was walking right there. And I just had another one over here, so I mean, they're all cruising. Everything's on the move. All of them have been decent bucks, like 3-year-olds and better. So it's been crazy. I haven't seen a scrub or anything. But I'm kind of hoping it keeps going that way, and hopefully the next buck that shows is my bruiser, our big buck that we maybe have on camera here. But just wanted to give you the update. It's been kind of crazy. There's just, typical November morning bucks are all cruising looking for that first So it's been good. I was a little worried in the beginning, but now it's just, I mean, they're on the move. It's really warm out, but it's awesome. So probably gonna sit here for a really long time. I have to do a couple things this evening. It may not get done, but I'm probably gonna have to leave. I'm probably gonna leave all my camera gear in the stand and hit this first thing tomorrow too. So stay tuned. We'll see what happens. New update. I am seeing bugs just all over the place. I just had we have our camera right up here, and we just had this bug, a big 9-pointer, come through chasing a doe like 2 nights ago, and he just came behind me here and just was cruising down the thing, and he looked like he was about to come up here, and I was gonna get a shot, but he kept moving off. I grunted and put the can call to him, but I don't know if he could hear me. But anyway, I mean, it's just crazy. So I'm actually gonna stay out here, do an all-day sit, just skip lunch. I'll just eat when I get home tonight. But I mean, it's just crazy. It's so warm, but they're on the move today. So just praying I get my opportunity, and hopefully we'll see a big buck. It's just crazy. I've never seen this many nice bucks in a sit. Every buck I've seen has been 3 years old or older, and I mean, I've just seen so many nice deer. It's just crazy. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully Mr. Big shows up and gives me an opportunity. Stay tuned. It is November 8th. I hunted an all-day sit here yesterday. Had a lot of action, at least just bucks cruising, not a lot of deer, but I saw bucks throughout the whole morning, and then the evening I didn't see anything. So back in here, I have the decoy out, and we're gonna see. It's super warm. It's like 50 degrees. It's not the kind of weather we want before November 8th, but the bucks were cruising all day yesterday, so they're looking for does. Hopefully today they're still cruising, and maybe we'll have a hot doe bring a big one through. We didn't see any big bucks, but saw a lot of nice bucks, a couple shooters for sure. So hoping Mr. Big shows himself today, and we'll see what happens. Alright guys, I hope you liked that video. So that was my first weekend of Rutcation, and it is now the next week on Thursday, and I'm about to head back in for second weekend, and this is opening weekend of gun, but coming up, so we got a day and a half to get done with the bow, and we'll see what happens. Stay tuned.